Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
The athletes has always been here, and they're getting better. I'm watching, Summit City Sports, man, they're doing an awesome job. And, that's a plug. Them dudes are doing an outstanding job. And I'm able to be in Nashville and watch games on YouTube that they're broadcasting, and I'm seeing the talent. And it is just truly outstanding. And, you guys have seen the talent that's in the NFL now from Fort Wayne, Indiana, the talent that's coming up now, and the talent that, is just here, man. It's really cool.
Developed for athletes of all sports, PSM's Edge training program is a personalized, high-intensity experience designed to help you outperform the competition. Whether you're looking to enhance your speed, strength, power, agility, or overall fitness, our expert training staff will build a program that adapts to your schedule while maximizing your overall performance. Now accepting athletes 12 years old and up. Get started today. Schedule your free evaluation at psmsports.com/edge.
I started playing football when I was 4 years old in the Cub Football League at Leo. My freshman year of high school, I really started to notice that there was something different about how I played compared to what some other people were playing like. So then I started to develop more. I started to see the results, and then being able to go to Iowa was a big opportunity for me. Being able to train here at PSM has really given me an edge over my competitors. Working on my speed, and that's the name of the game nowadays, is who's the fastest guy on the field. Being able to put my body in different positions to allow me to be in the best position during the game is so important to not take those days off and just get into a place like PSM where they have flexible hours, and it's good for college athletes to come in and just train.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
At PSM Sports Therapy, recovery is more than getting you back to your sport. It's about building a stronger version of you. Our team of experts uses state-of-the-art technology to build personalized care plans that get you healthy and back in action safely. With no physician order needed, contact us directly to receive top-quality care exactly when you need it. Call 260-266-4007. Visit one of our Fort Wayne locations or go to psmsports.com to learn more.
The future is what you make it, so make it matter. At the University of St. Francis, we'll help you build a purposeful life, one based on your interests, goals, and desire to make the world a better place. Learning is personal here. You'll be known by name, supported by experts, and connected to professional opportunities. Our Catholic values will inspire you to use your education for the greater good by serving and leading others. Remember, the future is what you make it. Build a life of meaning and purpose at St. Francis. You belong here.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Here, every athlete is one of one. Every day is an opportunity to improve, to become faster, stronger, healthier. That's our commitment. With elite training and expert care, we transform athletes by pushing through challenges and sharing every victory. PSM, you've got goals. We help you get there. Learn more at psmsports.com.
And a pleasant good evening to you wherever you may be. We've got a great one in store here tonight at the Big Blue Pit as 14-win Elkhart Christian riding a 9-game winning streak coming to the pit tonight to take on the East Noble Knights, coming in at 13-4 with postseason play coming less than 3 weeks away as it stands right now. So certainly an exciting time for hoops in the 260 and all across this fine state. And tonight's game's brought to you by the Big Eyed Fish Bar and Grill, a staple in Northeast Indiana with 4 locations to serve you. It's the Big Eyed Fish Bar and Grill by Tom Steele Tire on North Clinton and West Jefferson, servicing the Fort Wayne area for over 40 years. Visit them online at TomSteeleTire.com. By Outmuller Contracting. From bid to build, Outmuller Contracting has you covered. By Summit Volleyball, training and building the highest quality volleyball players from ages 5 to 18. Jump on board. Together, we can reach the summit. By Jolly Law Firm, the area's premier criminal defense firm. Whether you're facing an OWI or any other criminal accusation, Jolly Law Firm is the best defense. The choice of attorney should not be based solely upon advertisements. By Siaka Cleaning and Restoration, quality work, responsive service, and a commitment to people. That's what they're all about at Siaka Cleaning and Restoration for all your janitorial, restoration, and cleaning needs. By the University of St. Francis and their online degree programs, where some degree programs can be completed in as little as 12 months. Visit them online at online.sf.edu today. By TJW Industrial, the leaders in design, build, mechanical, industrial, and refrigeration. Visit them online at tjwindustrial.com. By the 12,000 Hoosier men and women with the affiliated district councils and local unions that help build Indiana, we are LiUNA. You can earn your edge this season thanks to Parkview Sports Medicine's Edge Training Program, designed to maximize your athleticism. Visit and get a free consultation evaluation right now at parkviewsportsmedicine.com/edge. And by Always 100 and the Academy Drills and Skills Program. Just $10, that's all you need to drop in on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays from 5 to 8:30 at PSM Fieldhouse to develop your skills as a basketball professional. And, of course, brought to you by the folks here at Summit City Sports. Be sure to follow us on Facebook, like us on X, follow us on X, I should say, like us on Facebook, see, same thing, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. When we come back, it's going to be a fun one in store here from the Big Blue Pit as it's Elkhart Christian taking on East Noble. A fun non-conference store in play. Elkhart Christian trying to win their 10th in a row. East Noble trying to stop it. Back in a moment.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
The athletes has always been here, and they're getting better. I'm watching, Summit City Sports, man, they're doing an awesome job. And, that's a plug. Them dudes are doing an outstanding job. And I'm able to be in Nashville and watch games on YouTube that they're broadcasting, and I'm seeing the talent. And it is just truly outstanding. And, you guys have seen the talent that's in the NFL now from Fort Wayne, Indiana, the talent that's coming up now, and the talent that, is just here, man. It's really cool.
Developed for athletes of all sports, PSM's Edge training program is a personalized, high-intensity experience designed to help you outperform the competition. Whether you're looking to enhance your speed, strength, power, agility, or overall fitness, our expert training staff will build a program that adapts to your schedule while maximizing your overall performance. Now accepting athletes 12 years old and up. Get started today. Schedule your free evaluation at psmsports.com/edge.
I started playing football when I was 4 years old in the Cup Football League at Leo. My freshman year of high school, I really started to notice that there was something different about how I played compared to what some other people were playing like. So then I started to develop more. I started to see the results, and then being able to go to Iowa was a big opportunity for me. Being able to train here at PSM has really given me an edge over my competitors. Working on my speed, that's the name of the game nowadays, is who's the fastest guy on the field. Being able to put my body in different positions to allow me to be in the best position during the game. It's so important to not take those days off and just get into a place like PSM where they have flexible hours, and it's good for college athletes to come in and just train.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
Starting lineups being introduced now here at East Noble High School for both teams. Let's go ahead and tell you who they are, at least from our vantage point. Let's go ahead and start with the visiting team on the scoreboard, the Elkhart Christian Academy Eagles. Looks like this. Number 2, Lily Maxwell, the sophomore. Number 5, Ivy Clapsdale. Number 11, Kylie Yordy. Number 12, Justine Yordy. Yordy, the elder sister to the sophomore, and Kylie Yordy. And number 23 in Sydney Havland. Meanwhile, for East Noble, the lineup looks a little bit like this. Number 10, Avery Amstutz. Number 23 in Kate David. Number 30 in Shay Ritchie, I beg your pardon. Number 34, Rion David. And number 44 in Addison Deming. One thing to note, however, tonight, there is a slight change in the rotation this evening, as there is no number 33 in Ellie Will in the lineup here tonight. Joe Northern, Oscar Harrison with you from the bottom right corner here at the Big Blue Pit. Glad you're with us here. Again, the playoffs not too far away from these two teams, both double-digit winning teams, and again, Elkhart Christian coming in on a 9-game winning streak. Can they extend that to 10 against a very good, battle-tested East Noble team? This one goes up and short off the hands of Shay Ritchie. Whistle will be called, deflected out of play. So the offensive deflection going to go against East Noble and the Knights, and the Eagles, will take over. They're led by the sophomore in Kylie Yordy, 11.4 per game. Lily Maxwell, 11.1 per game. So again, it is the sophomores that are leading the way for Coach Jason Goon and this Elkhart Christian team. So this one's going to be bobbled in and out of the hands of Haviland. Haviland tries to continue to keep it up. Ball short, rebound back in the hands of Ritchie as we get an offensive foul called the opposite side. This foul's going to be quickly picked up on number 30 in Ritchie, so that's going to be her first. Team foul number 1. Or actually no foul, deflected out of play. Looked like we thought we saw the arm bar, but we did not. And so we play on. Early on, this one going to fall short. Rebound back in the hands of the Lady Knights. And Amstutz now chasing. Able to pass this one off. Gets over to Deming. Deming's still in control. Connected back over to Amstutz. Inside the paint. Lays it up and in. Avery Amstutz able to get the point back on the board. And she's leading the way for this East Noble team with 13.1 points per game. Already with 2 on the board to make it 2-0 with 6:45 remaining here in quarter number 1. Quick trace in the inside, doesn't go from the hands of Yordy. And rebound back by Amstutz. Amstutz, bounce pass, just connect up the middle, finding out David. David, this one's going to be bobbled away. Eventually going to deflect out of bounds. Again, East Noble knowing that if they tried to deflect it, it would have been a backcourt in one way or another. So Elkhart Christian with an opportunity to take over. First time, at least from what we've seen on the computer we have, that we're bringing Elkhart Christian to you here on Summit City Sports. First time in quite a bit, we should say. As Yordy connects back over to Klapsottle. Now connect again back to Yordy inside the paint. Pitches it out, finds Maxwell. Maxwell again to Yordy. Yordy, right side of the key. No shot clock here tonight. They can play it as long as they wish. And that could be the strategy here for this one. They go for the bounce dribble again, back inside to Yordy. Yordy connects now over to Maxwell. Maxwell inside, nearly picked away by Amstutz. Saved by Yordy, but trying to connect up the middle to the hands of Sydney Haviland won't go. And the Knights will take over. 5:44 left to go here in the first. So a minute possession gone by, no points on the board for the Eagles of Elkhart Christian. 2 on the board for East Noble on a snowy night here in Northeast Indiana. Go again on the reach, lobs it out over to Deming. Deming trying to continue to keep it alive. This one falls short, but last touched, however, by Elkhart Christian. So good opportunity for East Noble to inbound it inside the Elkhart Christian zone. They get it up and in time. Lobs over to Amstutz, won't go. Rebound and inside reach, going to go against Amstutz, the first foul of the game. So Avery Amstutz is going to pick up her first. And the reach inside going to go back to Elkhart Christian. (2-0) advantage of East Noble. But again, this Elkhart Christian team knows it's going to be a very defensive-minded game potentially. Of course, East Noble 20-point JV winners in the game just before this one. Jumper up on the inside. And they draw the contact off the hands of number 44 in Addison Deming. So Deming drawing inside the contact. It's going to be the first foul picked up on Shea Ritchie. So that'll be team foul number 2 already, her first, with 5:11 left to go. So again, a few more fouls, free throws could be your friend. However, Ivy Klepstettel could not get it to go. And 3 seniors on the squad for Coach Jason Kuhn, assisted by Jennifer Yordy, Haley Connell, and Abigail Krause. Klepstettel, Maxwell, and Yordy, also 2 of 3 in the starting rotation. Sheridan Maxwell we haven't seen as of yet here tonight. 5 minutes gone by. Both free throws no good, but able to get the offensive board. Steal picked up now on the inside from Ritchie. Ritchie now rushing in on the inside, able to spit this out and away. Jumper, triple, got it! So the quick triple on the way this time from number 23, Kate David. And it's 5-0 advantage of the Knights, but a quick jumper on the way from Lily Maxwell. Make it now 5-2. Advantage of East Noble. Near takeaway, picked up, now back in the hands of Deming. Deming trying to continue to keep it alive. Long triple on the way, connects with Ritchie. Ritchie can't get it. A whistle deflected out of play. So the Eagles going to substitute in now number 22 in Maya Hibbard, one of two freshmen for Coach Goon and company. Meanwhile, East Noble will counter with number 24 and McKenna Strum, the 5'5 senior guard. And bounce pass now connected over to Hibbard. Hibbard trying to continue to keep it afloat, and she does. Connects over to Yordi, crossing the timeline. And now ease of worry here. East Noble going with a little bit of a man-to-man zone hybrid, with 4:08 remaining here in quarter number 1. 5-2 the advantage. Able to get this one inside, now over to Klopsettle. Klopsettle finding Maxwell. Maxwell nearly taken away, scooped up on the opposite side as Ryan David able to chase it into Daylight. As Daylight chases it in, and a quick timeout called by East Noble, 7-2 here in quarter number 1. As a reminder, tonight's game on Summit City Sports is brought to you by the following, including Big Eyed Fish Bar and Grill. You can enjoy the best fish in Fort Wayne and a family-friendly environment only at the Big Eyed Fish and Big Eyed Fish Express. By Tom Steele Tire, 2 locations best of Surfy, off North Clinton and West Jefferson. Tom Steele Tire, a Fort Wayne staple for over 40 years. By Ottmuller Contracting. From bid to build, Ottmuller Contracting has you covered. Visit them online, ottmullercontracting.com. And by Summit Volleyball. From ages 5 to 18, they're training and building the highest quality volleyball players in the region. Jump on board. Together we can reach the summit. With 3:47 left to go here in the opening frame, and it's been all East Noble so far, 7-2, trying to snap a 9-game winning streak for the Eagles coming out of Elkhart Christian. And it's been a variety of different scores on the board. Amstutz with the bucket, David with the bucket, and additionally, number 30, Shea Ritchie with the bucket. As a whistle will deflect this one up and out of play. Substitution coming in for Elkhart Christian. It's Maya Hanlon, one of 2 freshmen for Jason Goon. Swinging on the inside. They go back to Hibbard. Hibbard trying to continue to keep it afloat. Gets back over to Hanlon. Hanlon nails the triple up and in. Is Mila Hanlon able to get it up and in? But a reach-in going to be called on number 5, and Ivy Klapsettle. For Klapsdale, that'll be her first, team foul number 1. But already a one-possession game, 7-5, with 3:18 remaining. Amstutz now again to bring it inside. Amstutz, bounce pass, connects over to Deming. Deming in control, taken away by Elkhart Christian. Here comes Kylie Yordi. Yordi trying to spit this one out on the opposite side. She does. Goes over to Maxwell. 2-1-1 on the left side of the key. Now inside, paint jumper on the shot. Can't get it. Rebound back in the hands now of Amstutz. She's quickly chasing the other way. Amstutz on the inside. Bounce pass, looks in. Able to spit this one out. Opportunity to reset again, but too many steps off the feet of Kate David. So David with too many steps. Kate Ritchie coming right back in for the Eagles. And still 7-5 with 2:43 remaining here in quarter number 1. But a fun one brewing so far. It's going to be a defensive chess match in case you're just joining us. Bounce pass in. They're able to get this one on the inside. Now back over to Yordi. Yordi spits it out. Opposite corner. This one bounces off the top and gets right back in the hands of Shea Ritchie. Before a reach-in going to be called against Lily Maxwell. So for Maxwell, that's going to be her first, team foul number 2. And a substitution coming in now, number 12, Justine Yordi. As she'll replace Clapsdale for a moment. So they go in the inside and reset again once more, 7-5. As again, could have been a slow scoring affair between these two teams. Which again, you take a look at the scheduling, as we'll try to tell you that coming up at the conclusion of the break here. Quick jumper on the way, doesn't go. Rebound back in the hands of the Eagles and brought up by Hibbard. Hibbard Able to chase it across. Now finds Yordi. Yordi bounce pains on the inside. Connects up off the glass and in. Mia Hibbert on the board. And ECA with 5 quick points. Well, points to make it seem like it's quick here in the first with $1:40 remaining. Now a quick inside pass. This one lays up and in for Addison Deming. So Deming able to connect in time. 9-7 advantage of the Knights. And a steal now picked up in the hands of David. David can't get it, but a foul will be called with 1:26. Taking a look at how East Noble has played, they have also been on a little bit of a winning streak of their own, winning 5 in a row against Huntington North, Angola, Central Noble, Garrett, and Eastside. A big one against Eastside, as a timeout will be called. So both teams now down to 4 timeouts here with 1:26 remaining. As again, East Noble kind of went through a little bit of a dry spell in the month of December, losing to Belmont, Whitco, and Columbia City, but able to rebound against the win against Eastside on December 27th, and they haven't lost since. Eastside, again, a very good team at 14-3, going all the way to semi-states last season, and winning that by 8. Meanwhile, Elkhart Christian, the last loss they had, you have to go back to December 2nd with the loss against North Judson St. Pierre. But since then, get wins against Hamilton, Jimtown, Triton, South Central, Westview, Mishawaka, Canterbury, and Mishawaka Marion. And then speaking with Coach Jason Goon before the game, he said, yes, we know our schedule has looked a little lopsided, but at the same time, we know it's at stake tonight against a very good East Noble team and ready to rise to the challenge. And they've done a good job of doing that so far. And what's going to be a very defensive-minded game as the two able to get up at in time for number 34 in Ryan David, now leading with 4 points out of the 11 for the Knights. And a 2-possession game. Highest advantage has only been 5, though, at 7-2 at 1 point here in the first. They go back to Hibbert. Hibbert now looks over to Yordi. Sets it up top now to Hanlon. Hanlon down with 1 minute remaining here in the opening quarter. Looking to reset one more time. They get it to the left side. Finds Yordi. Yordi going to be bounced off the boot. Still going to stay with the Eagles. With 53.3 remaining here in quarter number 1. Another chance inside. Can't get this one to rim up and off. And picked back up by the Knights. Here's Rihanna David. David, bounce pass over to Amstutz. Amstutz trying to take it up herself. Able to go for the bounce pass on the inside to connect with Ritchie. Won't get it. Now an opportunity for Elkhart. Elkhart Christian, that is, we should say. Will they be content to hold it to the one shot? Probably not. They want to try to get a little closer if they can, with 26 seconds remaining here in the first. But it wouldn't be surprising if they did, however. Double team, reach inside, able to get it up and in. Kylie Yordi, Savant's calling for the travel, but she had the 1 foot out ready to go. Now 11-9 with less than 7 seconds remaining. Nearly picked away, but going to go out of play, and an opportunity for Maya Hanlon. So the Knights going to inbound it, 6.2 remaining. They got to hurry. Chance again for Amstutz. Amstutz spits it out. Triple on the way from David. It goes! As Kate David able to get it in time, and that is how the first quarter will come to a close. What was a slow start has now started to ramp up here at the Big Blue Pit. 14-9, a battle of winning streaks on the line here at Kendallville.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
(14-9) as we go into quarter number 2. Joe Northern, Oscar Harrison, the glue. Delighted to have you with us here tonight on a snowy night here in the 2-6-0. And a battle of winning streaks on the line. But right now it's East Noble, thanks to a late jumper on the way from Kate David, to make it a 14-9 affair, the largest lead for any team here tonight. East Noble also had it at 7-2. So again, low-scoring game as it stands right now, but you could see that potentially change in both directions. And both teams very playing evenly defensively, but also same strategies. As a long triple on the way from the hands of Yordi. That doesn't go. Rebound back in the hands of the Knights. So again, take a look at how they're playing a little bit of that hybrid man-to-man zone. A near look-in opportunity, but not going to go. It's a traveling violation going to be called against East Noble with 7:23 remaining. But again, the style of play is going to be something to note very vividly between these two. And has certainly continued to mount to be that case. Here's another chance upcoming now for Justine Yordi. Yordi able to settle it up top. Yordi, bounce pass, looks on the inside, connects over to Maxwell. Maxwell, her bigger partner, it's Kyla Yordi, her sister. Yordi able to sail this one up and over, finds over Hanlon. Hanlon again up top, cross-court pass, nearly deflected out of play. And nearly stolen from Ryan David, but still going to stay in Eagle territory, but deep in Eagle territory, mind you. Just a minute gone by here in the second. Chance again upcoming once more for Yordi. Spits it out over Clapsale. Clapsale trying to look inside the paint. 2-on-1 pressure. Able to get this one out in time. 3 on the way. Rims out. And a rebound back in the hands. But over the line she goes. As Shea Ritchie was looking to quickly lob it over. But the foot hit the ground rather quickly. So it's going to set up again for Elkhart Christian with 6:36 left to go here in quarter number 2. Able to get this out again one more time. That go over to Hanlon. Hanlon, long 3, doesn't go. They let it bounce and eventually get ticketed in the meantime. As Mia Hibbert is going to get ticketed for the foul. That's going to be her first, team foul number 1. And substitution going to be coming in. Evelyn Schatt, the 5'5" sophomore guard for East Noble. Able to connect inside now for David. David spits it out, finds Amstutz. Amstutz lurks over again for David. Now again, opposite side. Able to find this over to David. David again looks in the interim. Now connecting back over to Deming. Deming again on the return. Deming looks to connect out. Now gets back over to Amstutz. Amstutz looks up and in. Able to get a kiss off the glass end in time. Evelyn Shoddy and the assist going to Amstutz. So again, Shoddy doing a great job of trying to connect inside the glass. And it's 16-9. An advantage of East Noble on a quick 5-0 run. Jumper on the way, falls short. Rebound back in the hands of the Knights and Deming. Deming trying to continue to take this one up in control. Makes a player fall in the meantime. Amstutz, nice cut on the inside, and in! As Avery Amstutz able to ride it in on the inside, and a timeout will be called by Elkhart Christian. As we take a look again at the play one more time, powered by our friends at Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning. Amstutz able to find a great connection and use that right leg to really lob it up and in time to make it now 18-9, an advantage of the Knights here in quarter number 2, 5:28 remaining. Now riding on a 7-0 run, mind you, in quarter number 2 as well. Well, as a reminder, more basketball for you tomorrow night here on Summit City Sports, including a big matchup here between two teams crossing county lines, but only 20 minutes apart from each other, as the DeKalb Barons will make their trip over to the Big Blue Pit, as Eli Lawrence will be with you. Oscar Harrison is making the return trip tomorrow night, so we'll have that for you at 7:30 right here on Summit City Sports. Other games also include New Haven taking on Leo, and then a triple slate of SAC action with Northside taking on Northrop, Southside Concordia, Wayne at Bishop Dwenger. Girls game start at 6, the men approximately 7:30 right here on Summit City Sports. And again, it is hard to believe that we are just, 3 weeks away from postseason sectional play tipping off, and it'll be interesting to see where the ping pong balls will land for both of these teams. The draw is coming up a week from Sunday. Chance again on the inside. They go over to Maxwell. Maxwell able to connect up top. Finds Yordi. Yordi on the return. Now finding Klapsdale. Klapsdale looks again to try to connect. Elkhart Christian. It's been a little bit since we've seen them score since the late stages of the first, so approximately about 3:05 without a field goal on the bucket. They connect into one of each other, but eventually get it back in time to Yordi. Yordi able to find some inside connections. Finds over to Maxwell. Maxwell can't get it deflected away from the hands of Kate David. Now another push again on the inside over from Madison Demi. Demi 2-on-1. Sits back to Amstutz. Amstutz going to get caught in some contact on the inside. Foul's going to be called on the Eagles. We'll look to see officially who that's going to be ticketed to, as it will be on number 11 in Kylie Yordi. That'll be her second, team foul number 2, with 4:34 remaining here in the opening quarter. The opening half, we should say. Chance again for Amstutz. And Amstutz not wasting too much time here. Able to connect on the inside. Connecting back over to Strom. Strom trying to continue to keep it in motion. Left side jumper on the way. Doesn't go. Rebound back in the hands of Elkhart Christian and Mia Hibbard. Hibbard now slowly chasing it up the timeline. Connects back over to Klapsdale. Klapsdale now back over to Hibbard as we hit the halfway mark here in quarter number 2. 18-9 advantage of East Noble, still on a 7-0 run. Since the late stages, since really we could say the 1 second mark of quarter number 2. So in the last 4:07, they are on a 7-0 run. 4:07 at game time, we should say. As they go back inside to Amstutz. Amstutz crossing the timeline, able to reset. They get it back over to David. David now on the return. Able to connect over to Amstutz once more. Bounce pass, looks to try to draw it up on the inside. 2-on-1 pressure, spits out away. Now Amstutz again, left side of the key. Bounce pass, nice connection up and in for Addison Debbie. As Debbie now able to get the quick bucket on the board, but it's been Amstutz on the assist here tonight. That has certainly made the noise here for East Noble. At an 11-point game here in half number 1. Connection again to Yordi. Yordi connecting with Maxwell. Eventually taken away from Amstutz. She's going to take it on her own, and she does. As Avery Amstutz now quickly counting up. She's got 6 on the night. And the lead extended to 13 with 2:50 left to go here in the opening half. And for East Noble, they've now rattled off 11 in a row since the 1 second mark of the fourth quarter. Of course, we say that, and Elkhart Christian gets a bucket on the board in the meantime. As that one good to go for number 11 in Kylie Yordi. 22-11, the Knights still doubling up with the Eagles. 2:25 remaining. Quick jumper on the way, rims out. And a chance again for the Eagles to try to go on a run of their own. As they spit this out of the inside, long triple, rims off the backboard. Eventually deflected it somehow and right back into her own hands. Hibbert again in control, looks on the inside, can't get it, but an opportunity to try to trim it down to a 3-possession game. So we'll look to see who the contact is going to be drawn on. It will be on number 44 in Addison Deming, so that'll be her first team foul number 1. As you see, Lily Maxwell now at the line. Maxwell again, second leading point scorer for this Elkhart Christian team. Coming in with 11.1 per game, misses the first. Maya Hanlon returning in for Elkhart Christian. Also substitutions coming in for the Knights. Shea Ritchie returning. Now a run in on the inside. Since they make the second, I should say. Make it 22-12. And a steal now picked up again for the Eagles. Look to spin it up on the inside, gets it to go. As Lily Maxwell answers it right back to make it an 8-point game with 1:43 remaining. And now all of a sudden, Elkhart Christian on a quick 5-0 run. And backcourt going to be called against East Noble. So again, it's a game of runs and spurts. And so far, it's been back and forth we go between these two teams. Can they continue to keep the run going? Or will the Knights find a way to shield them? 2-on-1 pressure. Now back in the hands of Maxwell. And a double dribble called against her. As you can see, Elkhart Christian debating that for just a moment, but nonetheless, still make it an 8-point game with $1:31 remaining. Amstutz again. Spits it out. Amstutz now back of the connection for it. Here's 14. Don't have her officially listen to the program. We'll get that to you as soon as we know. But not going to matter. Take it away back in the hands of Clapsdale. Clapsdale now able to settle this to the inside. This one deflected out of play. And back in the hands of the Knights. With 1:10 remaining here in the second. 22-14 in advantage of East Noble. As East Noble was able to go on an 11-0 run in the first 4 minutes and change in the second quarter. But now in the last minute and a half, Elkhart Christian on a quick 5-0 run. A quick triple on the way, rims out, and rebounded back again by the Eagles. They chase it again now over to Hanlon. Hanlon trying to ride it in on the inside. Bounce pass connection. They go back over to Hibbert. Hibbert again resets, finds Clapsdale. Clapsdale again on the return. Clapsdale connects back over to Hibbert. Hibbert looks to lob it up. The contact going to be drawn against number 30 in Shea Ritchie. So Ritchie's going to pick up her second, team foul number 2. And Sydney Havlin now going to be at the line. And an opportunity to try to potentially extend it to a 4-possession game, or trim it down to a 2-possession game, rather. With Addison Deming returning. And Shea Ritchie going to take a seat. Second shot is up and good. It's a 2-possession game, an advantage of the Knights. And thanks to the two free throws from Havlin. Now 30 seconds left to go. They go inside to Amstutz. Amstutz chasing, looking to find the lane. Spits it out. Fake shot. Now another chance again. Amstutz for 3. Can't get it. Rebound back in the hands of David. David now looking to connect again. Nearly picked away. Jump ball. Eventually rules to the hands and contact going to be called. As Deming's going to pick up her second personal. Team foul number 3 with 13.3 remaining. And all of a sudden, Elkhart Christian has a chance to potentially trim it to a 1-possession game if they can find the arc. 6 seconds to go. That may be exactly what they're looking to do. Here's a long 3 on the way. It's going to fall short. And that's how the first half will come to a close. But a great first half brewing, great game overall brewing here at the Big Blue Pit as East Noble went on a 11-0 run in the early stages of the second quarter. But the late stages, Elkhart Christian go in on a 7-0 run as we head to the intermission. 22-16 in advantage of East Noble. As we'll be back to get you some first half numbers and get you set up for the second half play coming up in just a moment. You're watching Indiana High School girls basketball on SummitCitySports.com. And tonight's game on SummitCitySports.com is brought to you by the following, including Jolly Law Firm, the area's premier criminal defense firm. Whether you're facing an OWI or any other criminal accusation, Jolly Law Firm is the best defense. The choice of attorney should not be based solely upon advertisements. By Siaka Cleaning and Restoration, quality work, responsive service, and a commitment to people. That's what they're all about at Siaka Cleaning and Restoration. By the University of St. Francis and their online degree programs. Visit them online at online.sf.edu today to find out how you can complete degree programs in as little as 12 months. By TJW Industrial, the leaders in design, build, mechanical, and refrigeration. Visit them online at tjwindustrial.com. Of the 12,000 Hoosier men and women with the affiliated district councils and local unions that help build Indiana, we are LIUNA. You can earn your edge this season thanks to Parkview Sports Medicine's Edge Training Program. Get a free evaluation right now at parkviewsportsmedicine.com/edge. And brought to you by the Always 100 Academy drills and skills sessions for just $10. You can drop in on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays between now and May 28th between 5 and 6:30 p.m., not 8:30 p.m. As it's eligible for students pre-K through 12th grade, as you can develop dribbling, shooting, passing, defense, and more. And again, punch cards available. Buy 10 sessions, get 2 for free. And it's over at the Parkview Sports Medicine Fieldhouse, thanks to our friends at Always 100. And, of course, brought to you by the fine folks at Summit City Sports. Be sure to like us on Facebook, follow us on X, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. It is the intermission here between these two, and it's East Noble with a 6-point lead, but both teams trying to find the momentum going into half number 2. We'll be back at the second coming up in just a little bit. You're watching Indiana High School girls basketball on SummitCitySports.com.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
The athletes has always been here, and they're getting better. I'm watching, Summit City Sports, man, they're doing an awesome job. And, that's a plug. Them dudes are doing an outstanding job. And I'm able to be in Nashville and watch games on YouTube that they're broadcasting, and I'm seeing the talent. And it is just truly outstanding. And, you guys have seen the talent that's in the NFL now from Fort Wayne, Indiana, the talent that's coming up now, and the talent that, is just here, man. It's really cool.
Developed for athletes of all sports, PSM's Edge training program is a personalized, high-intensity experience designed to help you outperform the competition. Whether you're looking to enhance your speed, strength, power, agility, or overall fitness, our expert training staff will build a program that adapts to your schedule while maximizing your overall performance. Now accepting athletes 12 years old and up. Get started today. Schedule your free evaluation at psmsports.com/edge.
I started playing football when I was 4 years old in the Cup Football League at Leo. My freshman year of high school, I really started to notice that there was something different about how I played compared to what some other people were playing like. So then I started to develop more. I started to see the results, and then being able to go to Iowa was a big opportunity for me. Being able to train here at PSM has really given me an edge over my competitors, working on my speed. That's the name of the game nowadays, is who's the fastest guy on the field. Being able to put my body in different positions to allow me to be in the best position during the game. It's so important to not take those days off and just get into a place like PSM where they have flexible hours, and it's good for college athletes to come in and just train.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays, and while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions together, we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
At PSM Sports Therapy, recovery is more than getting you back to your sport. It's about building a stronger version of you. Our team of experts uses state-of-the-art technology to build personalized care plans that get you healthy and back in action safely. With no physician order needed, contact us directly to receive top-quality care exactly when you need it. Call 260-266-4007. Visit one of our Fort Wayne locations or go to psmsports.com to learn more.
The future is what you make it, so make it matter. At the University of St. Francis, we'll help you build a purposeful life, one based on your interests, goals, and desire to make the world a better place. Learning is personal here. You'll be known by name, supported by experts, and connected to professional opportunities. Our Catholic values will inspire you to use your education for the greater good by serving and leading others. Remember, the future is what you make it. Build a life of meaning and purpose at St. Francis. You belong here.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Here, every athlete is one of one. Every day is an opportunity to improve, to become faster, stronger, healthier. That's our commitment. With elite training and expert care, we transform athletes by pushing through challenges and sharing every victory. PSN, you've got goals. We help you get there. Learn more at psmsports.com.
I got a hold of everything and I come from study. And now the whole world gon' know my name. And I used to have nothing, but now I got a whole lot of everything. That's why I come from study. When I'm gone, the whole world gon' know my name. 12 years old, caught up in that street life. I was trying to sound harder than the street life. Ran the streets sometimes.
We welcome you back inside. Halftime here, 22-16, an advantage of the Knights. But again, Elkhart Christian going on a quick run to try to trim it down to a 22-16 affair here in half number 2. Joe Northern, Oscar Harrison with you again. Core leaders on the court as it stands. Avery Amstutz, 6 points, but probably just as many assists tonight, too, as she's been able to really set up her players in key contention and continuing to set up Addison Deming, Shea Ritchie, and number 23, and Kate David, also in contention for scoring, where certainly Amstutz has made the difference in doing just that. Meanwhile, for Elkhart Christian, again, not necessarily one leader over another when it comes to scoring here in this one, but if we had to choose one, it's Lily Maxwell. She's 5 officially on the board as it stands, but also not too far behind her, number 11 in Kyla Yorty, picking up 4 for Elkhart Christian. So as they get the team set up, ready to go, again, the road does not get easier for these two teams as postseason play just 3 weeks away. As Elkhart Christian has 6 more regular season games before postseason play tips off. East Nobles only got 4, and 3 of them in NEA play. As we roll on here in quarter number 3. Bounce pass to connect. This one deflected off the hands, but still kept live now from David. David now Looks to continue to keep it in control. Looks over to Deming. Deming again on the inside. Jumper. Looks. Shifts. Can't get it to go. Rebound back in the hands of Richie. Richie continuing to keep it alive. 2-on-1. Looks to try to continue to spin it over. Now sets over to Richie. Richie again looks to go over to Amstutz for the reset. They could potentially be content to do that. No, they won't. Instead, inside over to Deming. Deming looks to get it, but contact will be drawn against Elkhart Christian. City Haplin's going to pick up her first and team foul number 1. And no surprise again, Addison Deming returning to the line, trying to add to her total this evening. As the first shot is up and good. To get it back to a 3-possession affair here in quarter number 3. Deming again. As we get a whistle, looks like a foot maybe went over the line, or actually the unofficial game ball not in play. Now they bring back the official game ball. Nonetheless, the points still count. This isn't whose line is it anyway. The points do matter at this point. As they go for the second shot here. Doesn't matter, still up and in. 24-16, advantage of the Knights as they get the first 2 to start here in quarter number 3. Picked away now again from the hands of David. David now looks up over to Richie. Richie again lobs over, connects it up, and 1! As Deming now answers the call for the and 1. And the Knights back up by double digits, 26-16. As we take a look at that again one more time, powered by Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning. And actually, let's run it back and show it to you even more so, as Deming able to draw the contact to answer it. She doesn't get the second shot, however, but nonetheless extends the lead back to a 10-point affair, 26-16, here in quarter number 3. Go back to Maxwell. Maxwell down low. Connects over to Clapsell. Clapsell sets it down over to Yordi. Yordi again on the return. So whistle deflected down, but it is going to go against East Noble and number 23, Kate David. So David's going to pick up her first. Team foul number 1 with 6:41 remaining and a 10-point affair. It's Justine Yordi coming out. Sydney Havlin returning back in. Opportunity for Elkhart to try to trim it back down to single digits. But they'll have some work to do. As they get it out to Hibbard. Hibbard launches this one high, doesn't go. Take it away now from Amstutz. Amstutz trying to chase it all up on her own, and she does. Avery Amstutz connects and finds the way, and the lead extended now to 12 with 6:15 remaining here in the third. It's a 6-point game of the half, but now the Eagles of Elkhart Christian now trying to find a way to counter. They're down to only 2 timeouts remaining. We'll take it with them. 12-point game, 28-16.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays, and while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
Well, to start the second half, it's East Noble on a quick 6-0 run to get things going. And again, that's kind of been the story tonight, with the Knights going on an 11-0 run in the late stages, in the early stages of quarter number 2, with an Elkhart Christian rattling off 7 of their own. They try to want to go in another one with a nice 3 on the way from the hands of number 22 and Mia Hibbard. Actually, it's Halfland who picks up the three, not Hibbard. But an offensive foul now going to be picked up against East Noble. We'll look to see officially who that's going to be ticketed on. It looks like it'll be on number 23, Kate David, and it will be. So number 24, McKenna Strom entering back in for the Knights. And David already with her second. This David looks like she's in a little bit of pain after going down, so you got to hope she's going to be okay. Still able to walk off quickly. Here's a long three on the way, doesn't go. Reach in on the inside, that doesn't go. Picked up again by the Knights at Amstutz. Amstutz now chasing inside. Amstutz lobs it up, can't get it. Rebound back in the hands of Hibbard. They got a big pop again from the Elkhart Christian crowd. Opportunity for the Eagles to try to trim it within 7 with 5:17 remaining here in the third. Here's Maxwell. Maxwell again, continuing to try to keep it in motion. They set it back to Yordy. Yordy on the bounce pass over to Maxwell. Maxwell still in return, still in time. Finds Havlin. Havlin again chasing. Connect up, won't get it to go. Rebound back in the hands of Amstutz. And the Knights now looking to reset again once more. Less than 5 minutes remaining here in the third. 9-point game. Highest lead tonight has been East Noble, only with a 12-point advantage. Take it away again from the Eagles for a foul picked up against the Knights. Let's see officially who that's going to be against it. That'll be on number 44, Addison Deming. So that'll be her third. Team foul number 3. Deming already picking up 3 personal for Coach Britton Isaacs and company. Eagles quickly cross it over. From the hands of Yordy down to Hanlon, now back to Yordy. Sets over to Maxwell. Maxwell inside the paint. Bounce pass, now back, looks over. Gets it out and away. Long triple on the way. Hits good! Mila Hanlon able to get it on the board. And the lead now down to 6. And back-to-back three-pointers for the Eagles. With 4:10 remaining. See, it's been a game of runs so far. East Noble gets 6. Elkhart Christian gets 6 right back. 4:08 remaining. Here's another 3. This one rims off the board. Another opportunity incoming. They connect on the inside over to Hibbard. Hibbard again on the return. Take it away for the Knights. They connect over with Amstutz. Amstutz and near open pasture. Can't get it to go, but he'll have a chance to get it back to an 8-point advantage. So the foul's going to be picked up on Maya Hanlon, so that'll be her first, team foul number 3. And again, we see Avery Amstutz, the 5'7" junior guard. First shot up and good. 29-22. Amstutz only 49% from the field this season, but when it comes to free throws per game, you don't see her too much getting to the free throw line. Able to get the job done. Instead, that's Ryan David, who's been able to lead the way in free throws. Nonetheless, she makes them both. Jumper, triple. Can't get it off the hands of Hibbard. Now quickly picked up again by the Knights on the opposite side. 3:33 remaining here in the third. As we get another whistle and a pushover going to go out the other way. And it looks like Deming slow to get up for a second. Yordy is going to pick up her third, and then is Kyla Yordy going to pick up her third. And team foul number 4, so only one more personal foul for the Eagles. The Knights will be shooting free throws for the remaining 3.5 here in the third. But again, it's felt like a tale of this is really anybody's game, anybody's run of scoring they can go on. The question is, can one team pull away over another? Amstutz gets it on the outside. Now back over to David. David looks. Whistle off the boot. Still going to stay with East Noble no matter what. They trim off 17 seconds of it. You got to think a factor of keep away could certainly play a factor here. And certainly a factor of first to 50 is certainly going to be the magic number likely. Not to say that's an official Elam rule tonight by any stretch. But by the way how this one is going, you have to think points will continue to be at a premium. As the Eagles able to take it away, less than 3 minutes remaining. They spit this one on the bounce pass inside, finds Yordy. Yordi again looks it over, nearly picked away, but draws the contact off Evelyn Schleck. As Shockey's going to pick up yet another foul, so now both teams going to be shooting free throws the rest of the way here in the third with 2:48 remaining. So something to keep in mind for the remaining 2:48 is the tale as old as time. Make your free throws, they'll help you out later on. Here's a pitch out, now able to get it over to Clapsale. Clapsale, long triple on the way, goes off to the right of the hands of Maxwell. Now picked up again by East Noble. Knights quickly chasing, 2.5 remaining. Sets it back over and over. A little razzle-dazzle in the hands of David. David now connects over to Strom. Strom back over to David. Looks 2-on-1 pressure. Picked up, taken away for the hands of Clapsale. Clapsale now again chasing up. Not wasting too much time in the hands of Yordi. Yordi, 2-on-1 pressure. Able to get it back over to Clapsale. Clapsale, left side, answers up and in. Savvy Clapsale able to get it on the board. Her first 2 in the night. And with 2 minutes remaining, again, a 6-point affair. Now again, 2-point pressure. Able to get this one outside. Bounce pass again over to Amstutz. Amstutz looks over. Contact, tries to draw. Can't get it. Taken away again by Elkhart Christian. Justine Yordi now. Able to cross it over. 1 minute, 45 seconds left to go here in the third. Elkhart Christian now quickly trying to get some points on the board, as they've made a lead of 12, now cut in half to 6. 6 yet again, we should say, with 1:30 remaining. Able to bounce pass, now connect on the inside over to Yordi. Yordi able to split this one up, can't get it. Rebound back in the hands of the Knights. As they connect over to David. David again in control. That's a long three. It goes! McKenna Strom able to connect for the 3-point arc, and her first 3 of the night. Her first 3 points overall of the night, too. And a 9-point lead, advantage of East Noble. And taken away again by the Knights. Less than a minute remaining here in the third. Chase again on the inside. Lobbed up and can't get it. Rebound back in the hands once more. Now Lily Maxwell. Maxwell chasing again on the interim. Maxwell on the left side. Cuts it over. Looks to try to lob it up. Can't get it to go. And tries to connect again once more. Triple on the way. It's good! And another 3 on the way once more for Elkhart Christian and Clapsdale. 33-27. 20 seconds remaining here in the third. A chance again on the inside. And a traveling violation going to be called against Elkhart Christian. And the 3-point shots are certainly firing up just a little bit here at the BBP. Inbounds pass again now to the Eagles. They quickly cross the timeline. Sets it up again, coast to coast. Can't get it. Deflected away, but eventually over the line. Goes, it looks like number 12, and it is indeed number 12, and Justine Yordi with her foot over. So 7.6 left to go. The opposite of everybody's favorite meme online. And an inbounds pass, and now incoming from number 24 in McKenna Strom. Knights chasing. Look to get it out. Connecting back over to David. David can't able to lob it up. Another chance, not going to matter. And that's how this third quarter will come to an end. Interestingly enough, no fouls in the last 2:40, even with both teams in the bonus. And it sets us up to make it to a 33-27 affair. Hang tight, folks. We've got a fun fourth quarter finish coming your way on SummitCitySports.com.
Here, every athlete is one of one. Every day is an opportunity to improve, to become faster, stronger, healthier. That's our commitment. With elite training and expert care, we transform athletes by pushing through challenges and sharing every victory. PSM, you've got goals. We help you get there. Learn more at psmsports.com.
I got a hold of one thing and I come from study. And now the whole world gon' know my name.
Fourth quarter just getting underway here at the home of the Knights. Joe Northern, Oscar Harrison, delighted to have you with us again. There's been really a lot of back and forth between these two teams. But again, the intermissions have really, or end of quarters, have not held that much of an advantage when it comes to scoring. A 5-point lead for East Noble at the end of the first, 14-9. Then eventually a 6-point lead at halftime. Now a 6-point lead at the end of the third. So what did the Knights need to do to try to shut it down? Or what does Elkhart Christian need to do to try to get it to a 10-game winning streak? Well, certainly hitting your shots and getting good rebounds is one of them. That's deflected and picked up now again from the hands of Yordi. Yordi looking to spit this one out. Gets it back over to Hanlon for three. Way off the mark on the left side. And eventually deflected out of play, but somehow bounced off an East Noble foot. It looked like it was either off the foot of David and Strom, or one of the two, with 7:20 remaining here in the fourth. But a fun one again. Now a great push for Elkhart Christian to try to get some points on the board. Eventually taken away by Amstutz. Amstutz able to cross the timeline. Bounce pass on the inside, able to lob this one up, falls short. Rebound back in the hands of Hanlon. Hanlon again trying to continue to stay in control. Again, timeouts right now. Elkhart Christian only has 2. East Noble still got 4. So you have the feeling this could be a long game should they make it a long fourth. As the 3 is off the mark. 6:49 remaining left here in the fourth. This one sails out of play. And the Eagles with an opportunity to try to take it over again once more. The clock again continuing to try to stay on the side of the Eagles, but again, the Knights trying to retain some control, 33-27. As they go for the bounce pass on the inside, now over to Yordi. As Yordi slows down, takes her time, crossing the board. Lobs it over, long 3, got it! A long 3 on the way from Mila Hanlon. And a 3-point lead now for the Knights. Elkhart Christian all of a sudden cutting it down to within 3. Another opportunity on the inside. Gets back over to Amstutz. Amstutz looks over to David. David again once more. Looks over to Amstutz. Amstutz gets up and draws the contact. Foul will be picked up against the Eagles with 6:04 remaining. We'll look to see that foul's officially going to be credited onto. It's going to be against Havlin, so that'll be her third, I beg your pardon, team foul number 3. And Avery Amstutz now at the line, leading the way for this East Noble team. As she's now got officially 11 of the 34 on the board, makes it a 2-possession game. But again, time certainly in the advantage on both sides or another. Keep in mind, Elkhart Christian has not led this game at all tonight. East Noble has held the lead for the entire roughly 26 minutes of game time. 25:56, we should say officially, since we're at 6:04 remaining here in the fourth. Taken away now again by the Knights. This one lobbed up, contact drawn. And it looks like it's going to go against Hibbert, and it will be. So Hibbert picks up her second, team foul number 2. And so again, it's the tale of just making your free throws when you can, because if you can, then that makes the difference. And a chance to make it a 3-possession game on the line. First one up and good for number 34 in Ryan David. 36-30. Got it. 5:56 remaining here in the fourth. They were able to get this one outside, back over to Hibbert. Hibbert again. Looks to settle it up top. Crossing the timeline. Able to get it back over to Maxwell. Maxwell again on the return. Looks on the left side. Able to get this one off the glass, but draws the contact. So an opportunity still to try to keep it in motion. Very much in play for the Eagles. 5:38 remaining. And now you got to think the contact and foul to win is certainly going to be a situation to keep an eye on. But one thing to note, though, too, for Elkhart Christian, is that they do have multiple players in foul trouble as it stands. And the first one missed off the board from Kyla Yordi, who's got 3. Sydney Havlin also with 3, currently on the floor right now for Coach Goon and company. Meanwhile, again, as they go 0 for 2 on the free throw line, still a 7-point lead, 37-30. Only one player with 2 fouls, and that's Shea Ritchie. As we haven't seen Kate David, who's already got 3. 3 seconds of the key going to be called against East Noble. So it very well could come down to contact and getting the quick points in time off the miscues. And the remaining 5:22 here in the fourth. And again, for East Noble, it's on the line, continuing a 6-game winning streak with 4 left to go. Elkhart Christian trying to extend their winning streak to 10. And all but clinch a winning season if they haven't done so already, winning regular season. Jumper on the way, it's good. Sydney Havlin able to connect it in on the inside to make it 37-32. 5 minutes remaining here in the fourth. Able to pitch this one up on the inside. Contact easily going to be reached in and called. This time against Maya Hanlon. So now you got to think contact foul to win could be the situation. As all of a sudden now, only one more foul left to give for Elkhart Christian, and it will be East Noble shooting free throws the rest of the way. And they're already doing so here, but this one's going to be missed off the board of Shea Ritchie. With 4:57 remaining here in the fourth. So that fourth foul was picked up on Kyla Yordi, who is off the floor for now, as they bring back in number 4, Maya Hanlon. Hanlon leading the way tonight for the Eagles with 9. As the second one goes up and in. Still a 2-possession game, 38-32. Crisscross pass on the inside. They look to throw it in now to connect over to Hanlon. Hanlon in control. Now back over to Clapsale. Able looks to Hanlon for 3. Can't get it. Rebound back in the hands of the Knights. And a reach-in's going to be called against Clapsale. So all of a sudden it is going to be free throws the rest of the way for East Noble officially. After the next foul with 4:33 remaining. So the Knights again in good territory. If they just make their free throws, this one will be all but over. But Elkhart Christian still a lot to fight for here. So the inside pass over to Strom. Strom trying to continue to keep it up, deflected away by the Eagles. Now another deflection up on the inside, can't get it. And a rebound back in the hands of Elkhart Christian. Now they're trying to get it to quickly cross the timeline, and they do over to Hibbard. Hibbard able to sail this one up and out. Hanlon, long 3. Hanlon can't get it to go. Able to connect inside over to Sydney Havlin. Havlin lobs this one up, can't get it off the glass. And another connection now incoming for the Knights. Just over halfway through fourth quarter number 4. And we say regulation because we know wild and wacky things can happen. But a foul is going to be picked up against the Eagles, so it will be free throws now officially the rest of the way. With Mia Hibbard now officially with 3 personal fouls. So that makes it 3 players for Coach Goon and company with 3 fouls or more here in quarter number 4 with 3:48 remaining as they make the first. 39-32. It could be a tale of getting a late fourth quarter surge between these two teams. Second shot is up, off the mark. Rebound back in the hands of the Eagles. Eagles again in contention. Able to get this off in the hands of Hibbard. Hibbard trying to continue to keep it in motion. Lobs it back. Connects over. Nice crisscross pass. Able to get it up. Rims in and out off the hands of Yordi. And a reset now incoming. Gets it down back into the hands of the Knights and David. David trying to continue. 2-on-1 pressure. But a timeout called by Coach Isaacs and company. So East Noble takes a 30. That takes it down to timeout number 3 for them. Well, again, as a reminder, tomorrow here on Summit City Sports, more action for you, including boys taking on their cross-county rivals in DeKalb in a big 88 matchup. We'll have another 88 game for you as New Haven takes on Leo at Leo. And then an SAC doubleheader across the board. Northside and Northrop, Southside Concordia, Wayne at Dwenger with the girls starting at 6, the men to follow shortly thereafter right here on Summit City Sports. And Saturday, a big slate of basketball beginning at 1:30. Marion takes on Southside. Then we go two ways at 3 and 3:30. Northside taking on Lurs for the girls. And at Bridgeport and Wayne for the boys. And then we go 6 o'clock, Leo and New Haven for the girls at 6. And then two ways at 7:30. Blackhawk Christian taking on Bishop Lurs, and Belmont and Norwell for the girls. Should be a fun one between Belmont and Norwell for the girls. Steve Orth's going to join you for that one coming up Saturday night at 7:30 from the Castle. But meanwhile, still close here in this one. 3:08 remaining. And the Knights leading by 7. 3 timeouts, but still have free throws and an and one ready to go. And Amstutz does it again. She's been able to find the way yet again on the and ones as we take a look at that again one more time. Powered by Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning. Able to get the connection up and in. And a chance now to make it a 4-possession game with 3:01 remaining here in the fourth. Chance again for Amstutz. Gets it in time. 42-32. The Knights have certainly commanded the fourth quarter in their advantage, as Elkhart Christian's got to try to find a way to get some points on the board, but they haven't been terribly successful here in this fourth quarter. So it's going to be off the boot. And back again to a 10-point affair. It's still going to stay with the Eagles. 2:40 remaining here in quarter number 4. Cross-court pass to the inside. Finds Yordy gets it out in the opposite direction. Quick three on the way. Falls short. Looking to try to get that offensive board from Maxwell. She does. Maxwell in pressure's got to get out before the whistle. Long three on the way. It's good. Mila Hanlon able to get the quick triple. And a timeout called by Elkhart Christian. We'll take it with them. 42-35. The Eagles trying to bounce back here in quarter number 4.
Thanks for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcasts. When the Homestead Girls Golf Team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions,
well, as you can see, the Knights, again, has been in the position of bend but not break here in this one. As yet, while the highest or shortest lead since midway through the first quarter has been a 3-point affair, they've done a great job of continuing to keep things afloat, especially, again, with its leader at number 10, and Avery Amstutz, currently with 15 points. Certainly a contender for your Parkview Sports Medicine Player of the Game, which we cannot officially award until the end of the game, but Amstutz certainly a contender for that. Shot's going to be falling short. Rebound back in the hands now of Mia Hubbard. Hubbard now quickly chasing again on the opposite side. Hubbard looks to lob it up, can't get it, but draws the foul with 2:01 remaining. One thing to note, though, Elkhart Christian has put East Noble in the bonus. They also have 1 timeout remaining with 2:01, but a chance to trim it back down to a 2-possession game. And the person to certainly help them out with that is one of the leading point scorers on the court right now, at number 22, and Mia Hibbard, as she makes the first. Deming returning back in for East Noble with 2:01 remaining. So we're back to a 2-possession affair. So again, this one far from over here at the pit. This one rims inside. Takes a pinball-esque approach to pop it in, too. 7 points for Hibbard. 5-point game, less than 2 minutes ago in regulation. Here's a connection into Amstutz. Amstutz, the one-hander, rims out and picked up on the steal from Amstutz. Looks to lob it up, can't get it, but a chance to push it back to a 3-possession game. That would have been the third look tonight she's had of going for the and one possessions. But she'll have an opportunity to continue to add to the total, currently leading the way with 15 points for East Noble. And a chance to extend it back to a 3-possession game, does so with the first. Well, again, upcoming for the Knights, only 4 regular season games left for them. They head to DeKalb on Saturday over in Barron Country, and then welcome Leo back on the 23rd, and then 2 road games to close out the season against West Noble and Norwell. This one going to be rimmed out, still picked up in time by the Knights with 1:40 remaining. And a full timeout called by East Noble. Takes him down to 2 timeouts. Full timeout for him. Back in a moment.
Here, every athlete is one of one. Every day is an opportunity to improve, to become faster, stronger, healthier. That's our commitment. With elite training and expert care, we transform athletes by pushing through challenges and sharing every victory. PSN, you've got goals. We help you get there. Learn more at psmsports.com.
But now I got a whole lot of everything and I come to stay. And now the whole world gon' know my name. And I used to have nothing, but now I got a whole lot of everything. That's why I come to stay. When I'm gone, the whole world gon' know my name. 12 years old, caught up in that street line. I was trying to sound harder than the street light. Ran the streets till I'm tired.
6-point game, 1:40 remaining here in regulation. As Amstut's able to get the inside pass. Now chasing it on the left side of the arc. Now a quick cross connection over to the hands of David. David in control. David looks to get it back up on top. And back over. But a whistle will be called in on the opposite side. To both Kate and Ryan David in action right now. As Hibbard's going to pick up her 4th personal team foul. Well, again, well over the limit, so not going to matter here. But Kate David returning back to the line. A good evening for her so far. 6 points on the evening. Makes the first to extend it to a 3-possession affair. It's number 20 taking a seat for East Noble. Second shot's up and good. 45-37, a $1:20 remaining here in quarter number 4. Long jumper on the way. This one falls short. Rebound back in the hands of Yordi. Yordi still trying to continue to keep it in motion, but deflected down and a whistle called against the Knights. As Addison Deming's going to pick up her 4th, team foul number 3. So again, Deming now in foul trouble with the remaining 71 seconds here in the 4th, although it feels a lot shorter than what it is, and the margin of deficit seems a lot larger than what it actually is. Tripped down, and foul going to be picked up against the Knights again once more with 1:06 to go. As Deming is done. Savannah Strong now entering for East Noble, but another whistle will be picked up, so it will be indeed free throws rest of the way on both sides. So Shea Ritchie's going to pick up her 3rd. And Hibbert now back in the line to try to get this back to a 2-possession game. She won't as she misses the first. But an opportunity to trim it to 7 with 64 seconds remaining. East Noble with 2 timeouts remaining. Elkhart Christian, they just have the 1. She goes 0 for 2. This one deflected, going to go back to East Noble. with 1:03 remaining, and it has certainly been in the hands of the Knights all night long. But again, Elkhart Christian has done a great job of continuing to live up to the hype, and they've done exactly that here this evening. So we'll get another foul and deflection. This Maxwell's going to pick up her second, and he'll take it back to East Noble. So again, it's the tale of making your free throws the rest of the way in this one. But if you can force the deflections, get some quick shots, this game could quickly turn on a pendulum, or can quickly shift the pendulum back in your direction. This first one goes up and in. Again off the hands of Amstutson. What can you say about her? She misses the second, however. Still a 3-possession game, 53 seconds remaining. Again, you're going to see Elkhart really try to go with a little bit of urgency here. East Noble trying to trap it as much as they can. Quick triple on the way, doesn't go. They're able to get the board. Again, trying to play a little bit of keep away if you can, as this one's going to be falling short. And over the line, off the foot of Shea Ritchie. It looks like maybe a little push on that front, but nonetheless, it will be an Elkhart Christian ball with 36 seconds remaining. Again, the inbounds pass now coming over to Mia Hibbard. Hibbard tries to get this control. That's a blatant push off the hands of McKenna Strom. My goodness. So that's going to be her second. As a number 5, and Ivy Clapsill trying to connect and trim it down to a 7-point game, but the aggressive push coming in from number 24 in Strom. Certainly something to keep an eye on. 8-point game as Clapsdale makes the first. Second shot. Got it. 7-point game, 30 seconds remaining in regulation. You can see Elkhart Christian trying to go with the trap, trying to force the fouls if they can. That's taken away from the hands of Clapsdale. Clapsdale able to lob it up. It goes! And a timeout called by the Eagles. That's their final timeout with 19.2 remaining. We're back in a moment. Could be wacky here at the Big Blue Pit.
Here, every athlete is one of one. Every day is an opportunity to improve, to become faster, stronger, healthier. That's our commitment. With elite training and expert care, we transform athletes by pushing through challenges and sharing every victory. PSM, you've got goals. We help you get there. Learn more at psmsports.com.
They quickly draw back in. Amstut's able to answer on the points once more. And it's 3-possession game, 10 seconds remaining. Elkhart Christian going to have to look for desperation off the triple. Not going to matter. Tipped off the board. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. And that is how this one's going to come to a close. So a great matchup between these two tonight. But it's East Noble that continues the win streak as they've won their 6th consecutive as they knock off Elkhart Christian 48-41 in a fun one here tonight at the Big Blue Pit. Needless to say, your Parkview Sports Medicine player of the game has got to go to number 10, Avery Amstutz. 19 points on the board, a lot of assists, a lot of the N1 opportunities. She shined with the assists in the late stages of the first quarter, second, but lit up the scoring in half number 2 and certainly got the job done. 8 games for you tomorrow night on Summit City Sports. Our coverage begins just before 5:45 with 3 girls games for you and then 5 boys games about 7:15. For Oscar Harrison and all of us, Joe Northern saying so long from the 260, so long from the Big Blue Pit, we should say. We'll see you tomorrow night.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260s dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
The athletes has always been here, and they're